All right, here we are at Beamer and Son Garage again, here for another installment, people. Got a couple things we're working on today. Of course, one of them's not the Kawasaki. We're just admiring the old cow there. It's a KX 250 former uh, racing bike, and that one over there with the pro circuit on the fender there, the sticker, that was a former racing bike. All of a friend of mine called Craig Russ. And of course, we're in the new building here. You can see the new building, 12-foot tall ceilings, and our MOC's in here with us too, our mobile operational center. And you can see all the bikes we got here, and some parts and racing seats, and we got these full-length 4-pans here under the new building here, and of course the MOC. And there's a blaster. That bike there was the one I was riding on the episode. Riding with friends is like is like old times. I was riding that one, and Craig was riding the YZ. He was racing the YZ against me on that blaster, and we had fun. Good Craig Russ, we love him. His father was, of course, my best friend, Denny Russ, the late great Denny Russ. He was a real good friend. And there's our blaster. There's our Rancher. We have our I think it's an 01 or 01 Rancher, 350 Rancher. We love the Rancher. It's a beautiful day out here in Ohio. You can see how gorgeous it is out there. It's crazy. We're January 15th, and we got 60-degree weather. There's our famous car. That's the Omega. And then, of course, the Duster. But the Omega is probably the #1 car on our YouTube channel. It's got more views than any other car we have. We love that car. But today we're working on the Toyota, and there's a Fury in our Oldsmobile, or no, not our Oldsmobile, our Buick, our Skylark. Well, we had the Skylark out last time, and it was smoking at the vents, and we thought the smoke was coming in from the burnt rubber, from burning rubber, and it's not. It's the heater core. The heater core is leaking, so we're going to attempt to fix that real quick and show you what we're doing. And look at that! Look at that picture right there. You got the rollback with our 454, and you got the white truck with its small block. And in between there is a very small gap. And that would be a bad spot to get if one of these trucks were moving forward. That would be called the Malachi Crunch. You wouldn't want to be between these two trucks right there, because you can see them. They meet up pretty good. You'd be smashed oled. You'd be smashed to smithereens. But here we got a unique setup here. This is our Toyota here, our free car. And it's got a rusted brake line. So we got a rusted brake line that's leaking. And then rather just jack it up with jacks and put it on jack stands, you can see I'm utilizing a white truck with the sling and the 4x4 board so it doesn't damage the front. And I raise it up with the sling with the tow truck, so it's set up right. All the stress is not on the rubber, it's on the chain right here. So I left slack in the sling, then raise this all up and put the stress on the chain. So the rubbers both are, there's a little bit of tension on them, not much. Maybe a little bit of tension on that one over there, not much at all. Mostly, the weight's on the chain here. So then we got a jack underneath of it just for added support and safety. It's really not for support, it's really for safety. In case the winch cable would break, or the Holmes 440 cables would break and the boom would drop down, I'm underneath there, and I get crushed. So I got a jack under there with a 4x4 under it with me, and so yeah, that's what that's for, so I don't get crushed. But out here is a Skylark, and we're going to go out here and see what we can do with it and get our keys. Take our wad of keys with us. This car here is a 01 Bonneville. As you can see, it's a rolling toolbox. It's got tools in it. It's got enough tools I can change an engine with no problem. There's the Grand Prix. We love that Grand Prix. She's low, just low to the ground. We love that car. But out here is our Skylark. And what was going on with it was she was leaking antifreeze through the heater core, and that's what the smoke was. Now this thing here had a bad heater control valve right here, and it's controlled by vacuum. And what happens is when you start the car and you turn the heat on inside, this opens a diaphragm, vacuum line, and it opens a diaphragm, putting vacuum to that hose right there, and it allows heat to travel in between your heater hoses. So here's your heater hose right here. That's the heater hose itself. And I put a bypass in there with a little piece of brass. And what that does is that basically eliminates the heater control valve. So that will allow heat. Well, the heater core is leaking inside. So these heater hoses go here and they go inside. Right there, you can see both of them. They go inside the car into a heater core. Well, the heater core is leaking. So with that happening, not good. So we got to take our little bypass out. And our heater control valve isn't operable. So it doesn't allow the antifreeze to flow through it. So we're going to try to, disconnect that. But before we do that, let's try to switch the camera to the front to the back. And that didn't work. Let's see here. What button is it you push? There's a button you push here to make it go to the front to the back. Well, that ain't working either. Well, that's going to be a little difficult to do, people, if I can't get the camera to switch. Huh. Well, we'll just have to wing it, people. See if I can't set the camera up to watch what we're doing. It's going to be hard to try to do this with one hand. Take a screwdriver and try to break the seal on the hose. And yeah, I'm able to do that. It's real difficult with one hand. I was planning on using this apparatus I got for two hands, and it's not cooperating. So okay, there's that one. Ooh. Antifreeze is not good on the skin. And then we'll see if we can get the pipe out. Now that's just a simple little brass fitting. And it's being a really difficult one. There we go. There we go. Cut it out. Okay, so there's that. That's out. Now we'll put the heater control valve back in there that doesn't operate. We'll put that back in and we'll hook it back up. And there's that. Then we'll put our hoses back on. And there you go. We'll put this to tight. Have to loosen it up a little bit more because I don't want to slip over the nipple. There we go. And now it doesn't want to stay in one place when I try to tighten it. So yeah, it's a little difficult with one hand. There we go. And we'll go over with a screwdriver. Make sure it's tight. Needs tighter enough because we do drive this car, especially on Sundays. And there it is. So that should be the fix right there for the heater core leaking. That should cause it to not leak anymore. So that should be one fix right there done. And if we ever put a heater core in it, I don't know if we'll replace the heater control valve, but we'll have this and we'll install it again and make a figure out heat again. For right now, we'll put this in the glove box, and who knows, maybe we'll get the heater core put in it this summer and get it back out on the road. Nice roll of towels right here. I actually got a rag, it's even better. And there we go. So that's the fix for the Skylark. Hopefully that'll take care of that. Pick your tools up. We'll go down here and put this away. Our tools away. Right now we're we're working on this one too. So we're putting our tools over here that we're still working on this other one too, the Toyota. We're gonna get a battery for the Skylark and see if we can't get it to fire off. Last time we had that running, we had a real hard time trying to get it to start. So we'll see where we're at today with that. We'll go ahead and get this yellow top Optimum and try to get that in the car and see where we're at. These batteries are heavy. These Optimum batteries they're gel filled, so they're a little more heavier than your normal acid filled batteries. So that's why you hear me grunting a little bit. It's a heavy stick. That's for sure. Okay, let's set that down in the hole. There we go. And it's in the hole. There we go. And we'll go ahead and hook the battery cables up. And there you go. Hooked up and ready to fire. I don't know if she's going to start because she needed a lot of priming last time. We might have to go up to the house and up to the garage and get some prime for it. And if we have to, we have to. You know, we'll do whatever we got to do to, you know, get this to work. Okay, there's the key to it. I saw a spark flying out. I'm still having connection problems with the battery. Probably should get a battery cleaner out here and clean it. If it continues the woes I'm having, I will have to do that. Oh yeah. Yeah, she's not cooperating. Same thing I went through last time with this car. It was a prime problem. and now it's a battery problem. So yeah. I don't know what the problem is. It's just a dirty connection. We'll have to go get something to clean the battery with, and then hopefully we'll get it going. Should have a battery cleaner here. Here we go. Wire brush. And hey, a flathead screwdriver would work to scrape that with. Get that little screwdriver we had over here. And it should have a battery terminal cleaner. I have one somewhere, but with one hand to try to dig it out of that trunk of that car, it is going to be a little bit difficult. So we'll use the old wire brush and screwdriver trick. That's pretty simple. It probably ain't going to start anyway going through all this. I'm going to have to go get some gas for the carburetor and prime it most likely. But we'll try. And we'll just wire brush that. Probably should disconnect the ground while you're trying to clean the positive. There we go. Let's see if I can't get this a certain way to try to catch this. Sorry people, I can't figure out how to set it so where you guys can see it, what I'm doing. But you can see the cables move, and basically I'm just taking the screwdriver and just scratching it up on the inside of the terminal. That's all I'm doing. So. Okay, there, now we got it all cleaned up, we think, and let's see how it works. You get it cranking and get fuel to it, and it should run. It just doesn't want to cooperate. No matter what I do, I don't have my son here to help me. Unfortunately, and I only got one hand because I'm holding the camera and trying to do all this with one hand. Oh, I see what it is. It's the old, it's the old terminal right here, loose right in there. It's loose in there. So there's our problem. Let's see if I can't jack it around and make it work that way. I see what the problem is. Yeah. Well, sure be nice if we could turn the camera around. But we're not having any luck, so. It's just taking pictures is all it's doing. So we're gonna jump out of here, people. We still gotta get this cleaned up. We'll come back and show you what happened after we get done, and then show you the result. We'll see you next time on Beamer and Son Garage, and don't forget to subscribe to us, and we'll see you then.